Hello, and welcome back to Deeeep Media. Today, I'll be interviewing the creator of the current FFA map, Fishy FFA. It's been out since the Snow and Below beta, and we finally get to hear the creator's own thoughts. Welcome, TheVeryCuteFishy. Do you think your map is still very good in terms of playability, or do you think it's worn down over time?
Well, honestly, in my opinion, I haven't really played the game in a bit, but from everything I could tell, and after playing again recently, I do think that the map itself is still pretty good, but I do think that I could improve in some areas like Deep Swamp and Kelp in terms of visibly and in terms of gameplay, since I didn't really know what to do with those areas originally due to the lack of props and stuff. So I could definitely
The Arctic was really lacking at first.
Oh yeah, until the new props and everything came, it wasn't really that great at the beginning, but I worked on it over time and I listened to feedback from other users, so I wanted to make sure it was the best it could be.
Do you think it's good that the maps are changing soon with the upcoming map vote posted in Deepcord?
Honestly, yeah, because even though I would honestly all map makers would like to have their maps stay forever, I think it is good that from time to time we get new maps that doesn't get stale and players can get a new fresh map.
Yeah,
I think it's overall. What?
Do you have any maps in particular?
Not at the moment, no, but I bet there's probably gonna be some really good ones that are gonna be made and worked on. I saw that Deeeep was making one, and honestly, I think that's pretty cool.
Deeeep's is pretty cool, but I personally really like Pangolins, and I think it's about time he gets something in game. But that's just
yeah, Pangolin is really good at map making. There's a lot of good other map makers out there that deserve their moment in the spotlight too.
Orchid's Isle had a chance, but he's sort of inactive. How long did it take you to make your map?
Honestly, it kind of took quite a while. At first, I had the layout and everything set up, but I had to add in all the details, and I worked on it over time. And initially, I think I got it complete in a month, but over this the span of a year or so, I added a lot more to it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's taken me over a year to do Bagel FFA, also because I'm just not motivated very much, and I haven't really been working on it recently.
Yeah, because
No, it's fine. Keep going. What are you saying?
It's because it's just the updates and stuff. I know that Federico, the owner, has a lot of stuff to do in real life, but the game can get pretty stale without new updates, and kind of has due to the fact that it hasn't been updated in a year or two.
Yeah,
it's been a long time.
Last thing we've heard of him is a photo of him riding a bike in China, and then he hasn't gone back since. As a deep dive cartographer myself, I know cartography is pretty easy to start, but it's incredibly difficult to master. What tips do you have for new map makers when they're making their first maps?
One tip that I have, I haven't really done this before, but one tip that I have is try your best not to place as much vertices as possible. Both for lag and in terms of looks, because while you can make really smooth looks and stuff as a bunch of vertices, it can cause players to glitch out and lag, and it's not very good.
Yeah, because the is not too great.
Yeah. Another tip that I do have is for making sure the props you used are spaced out proportionally, and making sure that the props you use you know what their function is, so you don't overuse them. Yeah, don't spam them too. That's definitely something.
And flashbacks.
Yeah, and for water and terrain color, you can really make them any color you want, but just make sure that they're not too vibrant or too dull, or they don't make sense for that particular biome. Everything all matters, and everything all combines into this one thing. So, careful consideration does have to be taken if you want to make a really good map. But if you just want to make a a generally good map, then yeah, just keep all of those in mind.
Another thing that's been sort of prevalent in the time that your map's been around is, especially on the Reddit, a lot of people have really been bashing your map. What's it like having the stress of people always criticizing your own creation?
Honestly, it does definitely suck when people don't like something that you made, and it does bring down your self-esteem. But I also do know there are a lot of other people that do like my maps and that do actually have good criticism. I know there are people out there that have bashed my maps, but that do actually have good criticism, and I try to look at the criticism and the feedback they give so I can make sure I can improve the map. For people that just just troll or just want to bring me down. Like, the best thing to do about those kind of people is just like ignore them if they're just trying to like bring you down for the sake of bringing you down. Because, I mean, yeah,
Right.
like not that good.
That's kind of advice for pretty much anything, actually. But
Yeah.
now the biggest DeepIO cartography question of all time: Flappy Ducks or no Flappy Ducks?
Well, personally, I'm pro Flappy Ducks just because both they're like a staple of Deep and like they're also like just a nice feature overall. And they're not really as like OP as they were before, so you can't really like farm them and get like millions of XP or something.
All right, I'm not going to go on a rant about why I think Flappy Ducks suck, but it's just me. It's pretty much all I've got right now. Bit of a short interview, but I don't really have anything else. Anything else you want to add before we finish up?
Well, I do wish all the like new map makers and the ones that have been starting making map. I wish them luck, and I hope their map gets added into the game because everyone has a possibility, and there's some really great map makers out there.
It's a nice sentiment. Well, thanks for your time, Fishy.
All right, thank you.